Hello again. Welcome to Journeys with Jeff. I want to say a shout out to all my friends over at the Court of St. James, Mary Alice and Jim and June, and my viewers over at this court. And I want to also shout out thank you for our executive director here, Jen Evans, and Mike Randazzo does a wonderful job editing. If you've watched a lot of these shows, you know that the editing has really been very good. Mike Randazzo has been doing that, and Dave Petrella is the production assistant. Between the three of them, they put together some wonderful, wonderful shows. Not just mine, but all the shows are wonderful. Brian Biggie over at Nutmeg TV, hello. Want to say hello to Brian and all the Nutmeg viewers. And start off today by, we don't have a guest today, we have a co-host. And my co-host's name is Mark Rubinstein. He is from the Hartford area. And he also has for those of you who might be interested, he has his own radio show on WRTC in Hartford, which is Trinity Radio, 89.3 FM. He's on Thursday afternoons from 4 to 6.
3 to 6.
3 to 6. So you could, if you're interested, you could call up the station any Thursday afternoon and talk to him directly and make some suggestions, make some requests. He really does a great show on music. He is one of the most knowledgeable people that I've ever met, who is very familiar with music of all genres and all kinds of different music. And I think you'll be very, very glad to listen to him. Our title of today's show is Social Commentary Through Music. And we have several videos that we want to show you that are accompanied by music. And we're going to kick it off by having our co-host, Mark Rubinstein, introduce a little bit, and then we'll start the show by showing you Okima, Life of a Native, which should be very interesting. Mark, welcome. Nice to see you.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for your kind words.
Do you have any words you want to introduce to the viewers?
I'd like to just mention that there's been tremendous importance of music in American society through the years, and just a kind of a quick little chronology. I mean, if you go back to slavery and Reconstruction, Negro spirituals helped keep the African American community together through all those brutal and difficult times. You could go forward to 1945, where Woody Guthrie sang the song, "This land is your land, this land is my land," which expressed his messages of socialism and anti-fascism. And actually, he had a message on his guitar which read, "This machine kills fascists." We go forward to the 50s, where music was so powerful and frightening to the establishment that the Weavers, which were Pete Seeger, Ronnie Gilbert, Lee Hayes, and Fred Hellerman, were actually blacklisted because of their communist points of view. And fast forward from there into the 60s civil rights movement, which was buoyed by music like "We Shall Overcome," which became an anthem of the civil rights movement. And finally, in the 60s and 70s, people like Bob Dylan did "Blowin' in the Wind," Phil Oakes did "I Ain't Marchin' Anymore," and these were anti-war anthems and supported the movement, which eventually helped to end the Vietnam War. So now we're going to show you some videos along these lines to entertain and educate, and we hope you enjoy them.
Okay, thank you, Mark. Thank you very much for that introduction. Once you highlight the importance and the influence of of music and, of course, the lyrics, especially the lyrics
Yes.
and the statements that they make through the years, throughout our history. So we will like to start off with the first video called Okima, Life of a Native.
Long ago, that we would see America come and go. I often wondered what generation that would be. What would be the signs that we would see America in its failing times? And I think we're in that. And I think that this kind of exploitation is more recognizable and identifiable. The cultures are getting stronger and beginning to realize it's about your own survival and not about America so much. But the more pollution there is, the more cancer there is. So you begin to see a nation dying from within.
So what you know about the life of a native? Growing up the generations most hated. Every day my people get discriminated based on the stereotypes you done created. Nowadays you have the audacity to pass us off as a lower class. Nowadays you laugh at us, but now is the day where we finally had enough. From this day forward, now all the days we're standing up. Too many years you oppressed us, suppressed us, infect us with your disease and left us. Millions of my people dead, now you expect us to forgive and forget like it don't affect us. You could try to change history and hide that it wasn't genocide, but read between the lines and you will find war crimes masterminded. Now you wonder why people turn to suicide and have a hard time searching and finding who they really are, cause they're constantly reminded of the time when you came uninvited, entered our homes and took your young kids crying away from their families. The tragedies left scars so deep, no apologies will ever cover up the pain that you caused us. Now is the day where you see my people stand up. So what you know about the life of a native? Growing up the generations most hated. Every day my people get discriminated based on the stereotypes you done created. Nowadays you have the audacity to pass us off as a lower class. Nowadays you laugh at us, but now is the day where we finally had enough. From this day forward, now all the days we're standing up. Now all the days you'll commend and respect us. Gone all the days you apprehend and offend us. Pretend to us you're a friend, but forget trust. We all know the scheme that you're hiding your agendas. We all see through the deceit and the lies. A smile in the skies, but your eyes can't hide it. But now is the time we'll speak and we'll rise. All you want is other minds, but we can't stay silent. Through our chiefs and the elders we have guided. Divided we fall, but together stand united. For our earth and the water we will fight it. Our mother earth is crying, now you can't deny it. We are not the enemy that we're set to be. We're thinking of the generation that's ahead of me. So we'll continue to take the earth back for all of us. White, black or brown, well together we should stand up. So what you know about the life of a native? Growing up the generations most hated. Every day my people get discriminated based on the stereotypes you done created. Nowadays you have the audacity to pass us off as a lower class. Nowadays you laugh at us, but now is the day where we finally had enough. From this day forward, now all the days we're standing up.
And in a world where we need to build on mutual respect, is moving slowly across this country and educating people.
Okay. Okay, very good, very good. That was a good, very interesting video. Mark, any thoughts about that?
Well, just simply that being Native American is always been a difficult thing. There are countless horror stories of what it's been like through the years. No wonder that they're upset.
Yes, that's a good point. And that this is something to bring that out. And I just wanted to make emphasize a point that I read a book some years ago called Black Elk Speaks, and it was a Native American man an older man who lived 100 years ago. He wrote a book talking about from a first-person view of what it was like, what it felt like what the experience of being a Native American in their original homeland, but feeling like alienated from it, and it was very, very poignant. And there are some people out there who might have the mindset that, oh, it was just a diatribe of whining and complaining, but he didn't write it to whine and complain. He wrote it just to bring out to the viewers and to the people who may not be familiar with the history of what they went through, the Native Americans, in this case, Native Americans. We have other groups we're going to talk about too, but what it felt like, how it affects your life and your mind and your thinking, your psyche, to be in a position of being marginalized and exploited and to a certain degree even stereotyped and persecuted. So this is a very, very good video to highlight that. And we are going to go now to the second one, which is called The Bottle. And we'd like to play that and have Mark share a couple of his thoughts on that.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's about the difficulties of being black in the inner city and having to deal with alcoholism.
Okay, here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4. You see that black boy over there running scared, his old man in a bottle. He done quit his 9 to 5, he drink full time, now he's living in a bottle. See that black boy over there running scared, his old man got a problem, and it's a bad one. He ain't done pawned off damn near everything, his old woman away to drink for a bottle. And don't you think it's a crime when time after time after time people in a bottle, there's people living in the bottle. Listen to me, see that sister, she was fine, she started drinking wine in the bottle. She told me, oh man committed a crime, he's doing time, now she's hanging in a bottle. I seen her out there on the avenue all by herself. She sure need help from the bottle. I seen her, the man tried to help her. She cussed him out and hit him in the bottle. They turned to me, they asked me, kill now. Don't you think it's a crime? No way. And time after time after time, people in the bottle. There's people showing up in the bottle. Give another good example. You see that jet in a Rico suit there, he done damn near blown his cool to the bottle. He was a doctor helping young girls along. If they wasn't too far gone to have problems. But the offenders of the Dollar Eagle said, what you doing, man, illegal. Now he's in the bottle. And now we watch him every day. He's trying to chase the prisons away from the bottle. He turned to me, he said, get my hand now. Don't you think it's a crime? The way time after time, friends of mine in the bottle. There's people showing up in the bottle. Come on, hit it a lick one time, stick. If you ever come looking for me, you know where I'm bound to be in the bottle. Turn around, look around on any corner. If you see some brother looking like a goner, it's gonna be me. Sing the song. Na 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 na. all I want since I'm living on the bottom.
Mark, any comments
Yeah,
about
certainly.
the bottle?
Yeah, well, Gil Scott-Heron is one of the great all-time social commentaries, people who were able to do social commentary through music. One of the best in the last 100 years, I would say. And not only did you get social commentary, but you got a cautionary tale. It just was magnificent.
Very good. Okay. And I do want to remind the viewers that these videos, I want you to accept them as an invitation. These are, I don't want to, it's kind of a, sounds like it's a little bit trite these days to use the walk a mile in my shoes little aphorism, but that's exactly what these are. They're an invitation for you, the viewer, and myself, to step out of our own shoes and into the shoes of these people, and hopefully, at least my hope is that it may, understanding and seeing the reality of the lives of different groups of people or persons, that it'll make might serve to make you a little bit less judgmental and a little bit more compassionate to be aware of what these people are going through. So I hope that you'll accept it as an invitation to walk in somebody else's shoes. Mark, we got number 3, our second one, next one.
Yes.
The revolution will not be televised.
Also, Gil Scott-Heron.
Gil Scott-Heron. Okay, let's go to that.
You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by Xerox in 4 parts without commercial interruptions. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Spyro Agnew to eat hog maws confiscated from a Harlem sanctuary. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by the Schaefer Award Theater and will not star Natalie Woods and Steve McQueen or Bullwinkle and Julia. The revolution will not give your mouth sex appeal. The revolution will not get rid of the nub. The revolution will not make you look 5 pounds thinner because the revolution will not be televised, brother. There will be no pictures of you and Willie Mae pushing that shopping cart down the block on the dead run or trying to slide that color TV into a stolen ambulance. NBC will not be able to predict the winner at 8:32 on Report from 29 districts. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. The revolution will not be right back after a message about a white tornado, white lightning, or white people. You will not have to worry about a dove in your bedroom, the tiger in your tank, or the giant in your toilet bowl. The revolution will not go better with Coke. The revolution will not fight germs that may cause bad breath. The revolution will put you in the driver's seat. The revolution will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will be live.
Hey, well, that was a eye full and an ear full. Mark, what do you think about
Yes.
that? Any comments?
Well, it's not the revolution that one might think of, a violent revolution, but it is happening, and it's happening every day. Right now, people, minorities, people of color of all stripes, are not quite 50% of the population. But in the next several years, they will be, and they'll be taking over. And no wonder white people, the establishment, is so frightened.
Yeah, I guess when your influence and your power is being threatened, it can be quite a backlash.
Yes.
Which is unfortunately, what we're
going
some
through.
of what we're seeing in this society today.
That's true. That is true.
But once again, at the risk of being hackneyed, if we can understand not with our heads, but if we can understand with our hearts a little bit more about what a person or a group of people have experienced, maybe we can, maybe rather than being threatened, we can come together and build a new and better society, infused with tolerance, infused with love, infused with acceptance. We've got it. We're capable of doing it. So at any rate, that's very interesting. Number 4, we got one more here. Just another video we want to show you. The L and
Some
N
haunting images.
don't stop here anymore. And we'd like to show you that one.
Some haunting.
When I was a curly-headed baby, my daddy set me down on his knee. He said, go to school and get your letters. Don't you be a dirty coal miner like me. I was born and raised in the mouth of the Hazard Holler. Old cars rumbled past my door. Now they stand in a rusty row, all empty, 'cause the L&A don't stop here anymore. Well, I used to think my daddy was a black man, script enough to buy the company store. Now he goes to town with empty pockets, and his face is white as February snow. Well, I was born and raised at the mouth of the Hazard Holler. Old cars rumbled past my door. Now they stand in a rusty row, all empty, 'cause the L&A don't stop here anymore. I never thought I'd learn to love the coal dust. Never thought I'd pray to hear that whistle roar. Oh God, I wish the grass would turn to money, and those greenbacks fill my pockets up once more. Yeah, I was born and raised in the mouth of the Hazard Holler. Old cars rolled and rumbled past my door. Now they stand in a rusty row, all empty, 'cause the L&A don't stop here anymore. Last night I dreamed I went down to the coal yard to draw my pay like I had done before. Them kudzu vines are covering all the windows. There were leaves and grass growing right up through the floor.
I was born and raised in the mouth of the Hatter Holler. Old cars rolled and rumbled past my door. Now they stand in a rusty row, all empty, 'cause the yelling don't stop here anymore.
Powerful, all of these powerful visual effects here. Mark, what do you think?
Yeah, you have some of the great photographs of people from Appalachia during the Depression interspersed in there. And no wonder, the LNN don't stop here anymore. We don't make chips here anymore. No wonder people are upset. And another video, a great video of social commentary.
I think also it tells us that white people of all ethnic backgrounds are not untouched by suffering and poverty.
True enough.
It affects all groups, all the races, all the ethnic groups. It affects everybody, and it can you can see how poverty can exacerbate the quality of life of a human being.
Poverty is excruciatingly painful, no matter who you are or what your background is.
Yes, and Native American, Black, Hispanic, white, no group of people can escape it, unless we all care enough about how people who live in that condition live their lives, and maybe we can do something about it. Maybe we can.
Absolutely.
Last but not least here, Mark.
Yes.
Winter in America is our last video. We'd like to play that for you and have a few words of thoughtful words from Mark, and then we'll end the show.
Well,
Winter in America.
It certainly feels like winter in America for many of us. And, the studies, polls have been taken that show that most people, their biggest concern is not necessarily economics or inflation, but the loss of our democracy. And Winter in America was done, 50 years ago or so. And once again, the great Gil Scott-Heron, he was prescient. That's all I can tell you.
Philosophically and psychologically.
Okay, let's roll it.
Been the season of ice. It is a season of frozen dreams and frozen nightmares, a scene of frozen progress and frozen ideas, frozen aspirations and inspirations. They call the season winter. We call the song Winter in America. From the Indians, welcome the pilgrims into the buffalo that once ruled the plain. Like the vultures circling beneath the dark clouds, looking for the rain. Yes, been looking for the rain. Just like and stagger on the coastline, and living in a nation that just can't take much more. Like the forest they buried beneath the highway, I never had a chance to grow. We never had a chance to grow. And now it's the winter. Seems like a winter in America. It's a time when all of the healers done been killed or been betrayed. Say, people know it's something wrong with everybody ought to know winter. Seems like a winter in America. The truth is there ain't nobody fighting because nobody knows what to say. Brother, save your soul. Lord knows it's a winter in America. The Constitution, no more piece of paper, and with free society, well, the struggle but the dying man. And now democracy is ragtime on the corners, unemployed, hoping and praying. Yes, it's been a hoping for some rain, but it just don't look like rain. I've seen robins there perched in fancy tops and watching last-ditch races marching across the floor. And like peace signs that melted in our dreams and never had a chance to go home. Well, it never had a chance to go home. If somebody won't know, tell them it's a winter. It's cold, it's like a winter in America. Yes, a time when all of the healers, people who could help us done been killed or been betrayed. Say, people know it's something wrong. Hey, yes, it feels like winter in America. The truth is there ain't nobody fighting because well, nobody knows what to say. Sisters save the babies. Yes, winter in America. cold, it's like a winter in America. Yes, it's a time when all of the healers, brothers who could help us done better kill. They put them in jails. Hey, people know it's something wrong. Something wrong with her. Yes, it seems like winter in America. The truth is there ain't nobody fighting because nobody knows what to say. Yes, and the truth is there's nobody fighting, nobody fighting, nobody knows. Well, hey, nobody knows what to do, what to do. The truth is there ain't nobody fighting because nobody knows what to say.
Video. Mark, any final thoughts you want to
Yes.
share?
I don't know. Besides the lyrics of the songs we played, the music is really beautiful. You might want to go back and just listen to the music.
Okay.
And thank you.
Well, thank you for being here. I want to just say to the viewers, thank you for, I hope that you enjoyed this and got something out of it. The intention is not to impose anything on anybody or to yank anybody out of their comfort zone, but for some of you people who might be courageous enough to be willing to do some thinking and give some
feeling.
and feeling.
Doing thinking and feeling.
That's even a better word.
Yes.
Thinking and feeling from these videos, then I will have achieved our objectives. I want to thank Mark Rubinstein for being our guest host, co-host tonight. And remember, Mark is on Trinity Radio 89.3 on Thursdays, and he also is an excellent facilitator of a Course in Miracles group that he runs. And if you have any questions about the Course in Miracles or about music in general, this is the guy to talk to. Call up Trinity Radio, and he'll talk to you personally. He'll give anybody a phone call back. So thank you once again. I hope to see everybody next time. Take care.